Hi, this is Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, here to take the fear out of fitness. Now, as a personal trainer with over 5,000 hours of training and who has been doing this for well over a decade professionally and has been in a weight room for over 3 decades, I've seen everything that you could possibly think of in ways that some people cannot fathom, but many others who have experienced these things can definitely see in their lifetimes. Um, I personally have experienced some things where I've experienced highs and I've experienced lows. I'm in the process of growing as an individual where I'm not exactly trying to get too high or get too low. Now, obviously, when we experience emotional setbacks, it's a little bit different. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a couple of colleagues of mine um, in my teaching career is asked me a question, and it made me realize that maybe, just maybe, I'm not giving you the right information sometimes. And in this case, they was asking me, how do I motivate myself to get going? Because, after I'm just literally almost 6 weeks out from having surgery, let's see, I am a month and 10 days out. So I am 5 weeks and 3 days out from surgery on Monday. And they're wondering, how do I motivate myself to keep going? How is it that I'm not laid up, I'm not limping everywhere I go, in everything I do, I'm not walking on crutches, I'm not using a cane all until now? Why is it? What is my motivation? And I could tell you that it's a whole host of things. For me personally, I am I grew up in a neighborhood where you couldn't fall back on in your comfort zone, so to speak, in the way where if I was hurt or injured, that now, unless I was severely injured, and even if I was severely injured, they expect me to walk with a limp instead of not walking at all. Um, if I was injured, they don't expect to see me walk with a limp. They expect me to see me walk as tall as I can possibly be, being that I'm 5 feet 4 inches tall. But um, they want to see me do that thing as opposed to whining in a corner and being, in a heap. You can't be like that in my neighborhood. You couldn't be that person, because if you were, they'll eat you alive in anything: basketball, football, baseball, soccer, racing, anything. Whatever it was, if you were trying to be it and they knew you were trying to be it, you better be it. If you were strong, you better be strong. If you were fast, you better be fast. If you were a hooper, you better be a hooper. You're not going to go out here into the ether and act as though, and then represent our neighborhood and be soft. That's not a thing. If you soft, find someplace else to live, because you can't live here. You know, I lived one block out from the Forest Projects in the Bronx, around the corner from Morris High School, for those of y'all who are New York inclined. Um, I also motivate myself with that very same trash talk that I would hear my friends give me. And yes, my friends. I'm not, some people be like, oh my God, your friends talk to you like that? Yes. My friends would say the most heinous things to me to motivate me to get off the pot. I'm not going to repeat some of them here, but I'm going to clean them up a little bit. Come on, punk. What are you doing? Oh, you laid up? Oh, poor baby. Oh, you need a wet wipe to wipe your butt. You need mommy to wipe your butt for you. You need mama to feed you. Oh, come on, wuss. Right? Type of stuff like that. And that part of my upbringing has stayed with me internally. When I feel myself, you know, and to use David Goggins' terminology, my inner bitch, come out, that's the time when I decide that I'm not going to listen to it, or I'm going to fight hard not to listen to it. And I'm going to fight with everything that I have to beat that inner bitch. And usually a significant amount of trash talking does the trick. If I see myself in the mirror and I don't like what I see, or if I find that my performance isn't up to the standards of which I feel that I should be at, then I'm not going for it. Now, obviously, with an injury and surgery and recovery like mine, I cannot be as aggressive as I would like to because I have to follow doctor's orders, because the last thing I want to do is be under the knife again in the very near future. So I am taking it day by day, week by week, and eventually, now that we're in months, month by month, to get to where I used to be, and there and then beyond where I was. Um my One of my catchphrases now is "watch me work," because I'm putting myself out there to let you know that I'm coming. Number one. Number two, I'm putting it out there to hold myself accountable, because if I don't do the work, you guys are going to call me out on it. And I appreciate that. I really do, because I have that. I have that. That Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant factor, I have it. I will outwork you if you think that you're better. I will outwork, I will grind until there's dust left before I let you just simply beat me. If you do, you've earned it. Then that means you have done work beyond my imagination, and congratulations, you are in a better position than I am. But my motivation is prove naysayers wrong. The minute you say I can't do something, I'm going to show you I can. The minute you say that I'm less than, I'm going to show you how much greater than you thought I was. So when people ask me what my motivation is to keep going, to push at 46 years old, to do things that the average person doesn't do, I want you to understand that sometimes it's that inner dialogue. Some of you have inner dialogue that is not necessarily beneficial to what it is that you're trying to aspire to be. If you are trying to aspire to be great, you cannot talk down to yourself. Not in the sense of talking down where you believe what you're saying to yourself. When I talk down to myself, it makes me angry. When I talk down to myself, it makes me feel like I want to go out there and, you know, rip the ground apart. I don't reside in my weakness. I don't reside in the fade. I don't fade into the background in a place where I believe I am most talented or I have worked the hardest. Now, I want y'all to understand that everybody's motivation is different. Some of you just simply don't want to die. Some of you want to get off the toilet. Some of you want to lose this weight so that way the people that have turned blind eye to you can now see you. Some of you have motivations to prove your naysayers wrong, similar to myself. Whatever your motivation is, I want you to hold on to that motivation and use it as the fuel to your fire, and may it burn as brightly and as long as God intends it to burn. So if you can, to help the algorithm, I want you guys to click the like button, click the all subscribe button, click the notification bell, and be ready to witness not only my growth as an athlete, not only my growth as a trainer, but my growth on this YouTube channel as well. Thank you guys for the 122 subscribers. I appreciate you. To the haters out there, I appreciate you as well, because you just burn my fire brighter. All right? So don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and share me on Instagram, Facebook, and here on YouTube. Have a nice day, and be the best you.